Hello, I'm Hafgezz,
And I'm Agor.
and we're here today to give you the, is it second or third of the Gaelic gaming scrims?
Third weekend scrims of Gaelic gaming. Yeah.
So yeah, today's game is Team NFH against, and I'm going to have to make sure I don't get this wrong,
Don't make a mistake here.
Fussy Puckers.
Team Fussy Puckers.
The game is a best of 3, and it'll be starting in a few minutes.
With NFH starting on blue side.
So we're just getting the teams into the lobbies now, making sure everyone's ready to go. And then
Should be ready to go at 7.
Yeah, so the game will be going pretty shortly. It'll be an interesting game for us to see, seeing again what the Gaelic and Irish teams can bring to the table, and it'll just be an opportunity for these two teams to bring together two otherwise unknown matchups.
Yeah. And we'll be especially interested in NFH because we're part of Team Fluke and we got trashed by them in early days. So it's interesting to see how they come along since then.
It was in a smaller sub-sided tournament, and
they walked all over us.
Completely crushed us. I mean, it was quite interesting. For me, I'm the jungler for Team Fluke, and the interesting thing for me to see was that the jungler for NFH, who is... What's the jungler?
Frozen
Wee.
Frozen
Wee, who's the jungler. He actually brought out the Shaco jungle. Which is something, of course, you'll see that's very strong in solo queue. His ganks, his ability for you just to come out of nowhere, of course, using his stealth and that deceive, drop down a box to provide a little bit of CC to the lane, and of course give the jump when no one knows it. Excellent in solo queue where there's very little coordination, but in 5v5 teams, it's a little bit harder to make sure that all of those sort of things will come together very uncontrollably for the person being ganked. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what new stuff can come. It'll also be interesting to see because, of course, generally when you see a 5v5 match that's put on by anyone like Riot Games, you'll have it stick to a specific master of your sort of tanky top lane, AP caster or assassin mid, tanky jungler, of course AD carry and support bot lane. But with this sort of level, we can see anything happen. I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing a Nocturne AD assassin top. Yeah. If we're lucky, that might come out.
Anything.
So, yeah. Of course, the patch will be on the most recent, which is
3.10.
Is it 3.10 or 3.11a?
3.11. Yeah,
3.11a. So there are a few little tweaks and changes that came into that. Mostly to do with health bars and stuff. But one of the major things,
that was nice, actually.
The health bars,
the Baron health bars.
The Baron health bar, and the, well, on Twisted Tree Line, the Spider Vilemore health bar, which is
that's especially pretty.
But I think the biggest thing of that patch that came in was probably the Zac changes.
Oh yeah, the nerf to Zac,
who is being continually nerfed following his rise to competitive play.
Yeah.
I mean, his gank's absolutely insane. When you max the elastic slingshot, it goes to
9-second cooldown or something.
8 or 9 second cooldown. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. Provided as well, you can also get the ancient golem item, building out a machete into Spirit Stone.
And health.
Cooldown reduction to health.
And with Spirit Visage in the current state it is.
Spirit Visage.
Its sustain was ridiculous. And
it's absolutely insane, especially on Zac, whose passive is so potent when he's on low health.
Yeah. I'll be happy to see him go, to be honest.
So yeah, the changes that were brought in 3.11a, the blobs will now fly further. And it's also a lot easier for enemies to crush them. So it's something that's got to be considered.
Yeah, well, that's dependent on where the champion's nearby. That was one of the things they put. If there's a champion within 1,000 units range, then the blobs fall much further away. Which, though, it's not. It does make jungling more difficult. You don't have to move around more in the jungle, but it's enough to lane Zac and teamfight Zac. It's what they were going for.
Absolutely.
They also removed the tenacity from his R, didn't they? Or lowered it? His ultimate?
Oh, the tenacity, that was removed in 3.10, I think.
Oh, well.
But yeah, so the tenacity removed from that was pretty substantial. It drops his win percent, I think, by 3.5% when the statistics were released. So it'll be interesting to see the effects that have happened.
Oh, we've had some.
There's just a complication in the room.
We just had someone drop out.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Yomi Carrot to get back into the lobby. And then we'll be kicking off. We will organise the bottom statistics, wherever it says kills, deaths, and assists when we're in game. But because of
we can't rearrange the teams.
We can't
currently.
rearrange the teams right now.
So we'll sort that out in game.
Also for like biggest champion pool, because people might not have every champion and bans and things like that. The portraits on the left and right will just be in the order that they're coming up in champion select.
Right, we're just checking my owners ready, and then we'll be into champion select.
Let's just find out.
Oh, we're in.
Excellent. So, this is the first time these two teams have met, so we can't be expecting to see too many target bans coming out.
Probably.
It'll just be interesting to see what happens. So a fairly staple ban there in the Z,
Yep.
in the Z pick, is of course proven to be strong.
Sejuani ban, that is interesting.
That's an interesting one. So this is actually a big tell really early from Purple Team in the form.
They don't want the AoE engage, is what they're looking for there.
No, they're not looking
to have the personal vendetta against Sejuani, or their comp is based around.
Yeah, so that
maybe a poke comp or split push or something like that.
although
Interesting what comes up. But then they ban
Kate.
Kate, so maybe not. There's no sieging there. So we'll still see what comes from that. A Cassadin ban coming out from
NFH.
No?
Casting ban by
yeah,
NFH.
yeah, so 2 assassins so far.
And then there's a third one, Fizz,
3 assassins down.
who has recently seen a massive rise in solo queue following the fixes to his
E.
his playful trickster.
Yeah, stopping that. Unfortunately, still not happening occasionally.
Yeah, along with the fact that the
And
splash.
a Shaco ban. So
See, that is
maybe,
a target ban right
Yeah,
there.
that's a target ban. So maybe they know more about each other than we thought originally.
That, or they're listening to the stream.
Yeah, they're dirty cheaters. Could be that.
we just Team Fluke just won non-con. Merciless plug for you here. And so maybe me saying that I'm scared of Shaco was a bit of a mistake. Oh,
Right,
let's see what
so
happens.
no Vayne ban is an interesting one. Oh, a Nami. Okay. Well,
Clear comfort pick coming out there for the support for NFH.
it's interesting that we see a Nami first pick, because I can't imagine much like that being contested very much across these two teams, and the bans would suggest that they're just broad bans and there's no specific pickup they're looking for. They just want to safe pick and go for counter picks early in the first game. That's what they're looking for.
It's a very smart pick, of course, picking your support or your jungler first. But then here's the expected counter pick. Nami is a very squishy, low toughness laner supporter. And so a Leona, a hard engager like that, will provide a lot of damage and be able to really
Pick her off early game and kind of snowball that advantage.
One thing I'm not sure.
not feeling a Vigar. I can't remember the last time I saw someone play Vigar apart from myself. So there we are.
There we go.
Maybe that's
Nautilus
the
pick is probably a bit
But-
more realistic.
The question still lies: Nautilus top, Nautilus jungle. We've seen some. Oh,
A
Jarvan.
Jarvan. Well, I think that's
looks
a
like he's
telegraph
picking.
towards
Yeah,
the jungle.
looks
But
like he's
then
picking
again,
his jungler. Yeah.
Jarvan's great because it's a very open-ended one. He can go top, he can go mid. He's a very strong AD assassin in mid.
So they're looking at a Xin Zhao now. That's on the jungler.
Very red sim.
There's a slight bit of synergy with a Xin Zhao and a Nami. 3 talent strike, 3 hits on the E on the
You
Nami.
can get the slow off, which is good.
Guaranteed knockup. I can see that working. And a
Okay.
Shen. So we've
Shen
got
getting
a Bruiser, a pretty tanky front line.
a very tanky front line, I have to say.
Xin will
but-
build full tank. There's no build damage items on Xin
Yeah.
currently.
And of course, the early ganking potential brought out Brightens with his engagement, his 3 talent strike.
Yeah. And the knockback. You can swing out one person and just really
Excellent
go.
for defending your back.
Especially engaging with Shen. You E in with a Shen ult on you.
Yeah.
You knock away one guy.
It's just a nice little
it's
delivery
nice, yeah.
service.
It's
Your
good.
Shen can be split put in top, and the Xin Zhao can have a jump on their AD carry.
Just go straight on
And
it.
it's just bam, straight in.
Yeah.
Taunt.
And then taunt them all up, and then when you want to kill the AD carry and they're starting to do too much, knock them all away. You've got the AD carry in his zone after you've taunted most of their team.
You can also get a really nice lockdown using the Shen's taunt, followed up by the Nami's aquatic prison, and then if you follow that up with a tidal wave.
The knock up as well from Xin Zhao. It's all.
Exactly.
So they're looking at quite a strong bit of AoE CC so far.
I've got good ganks.
AoE slow,
good
AoE
team
bubble, the Nami ultimate, and the taunt so far. So we've got a nice engagement so
Now
far.
this is the point where we start to see the interesting things.
Yeah, now we start to see mid and AD carry and top.
So we've got now looking at between a Cannon
Ooh,
and
an
an
Aatrox.
Aatrox. That'd be good. I'd like to
But
see a
then
Shen
this
versus
throws up
Aatrox.
the Aatrox. Jarvan problem is which one's top, which one's jungle. Both of them are capable junglers, they perform different roles. You tend to have more of a carry style Aatrox jungler.
Yeah.
But I feel it's going to be a Jarvan. Jarvan jungle.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree.
Aatrox appreciates the farm a lot more than Jarvan does, and he's against Shen. That seems like a pretty easy matchup. It's just tank versus carry. He's not going to die a lot. He's only going to. The only thing you really need to worry about is ganks. Shen shouldn't be able to 1v1 an Aatrox.
No,
Aatrox has got plenty of sustain, and he shouldn't need to worry. A Draven pickup. That's another pickup based around this Nami. She's squishy. They want to engage on her. Draven does the most damage, and he's just going to melt her.
Also, through playing with Cold Hands a little bit, I know that he is quite a strong Draven player.
He does love his Draven, yeah.
He does like his Draven, and recently, since the release, is Lucian. Now, this is something else I was going to talk about. Will we see a Lucian? Sadly, I don't think we're seeing one.
He's been playing him a lot, but whether or not he's convinced his team that he's good. Because the general consensus at the moment is that he's
so.
He needs more damage.
He's buffing, but and if you buff it too much, it's going to destroy early.
Yeah,
so
it does feel pretty weak. I played him the other day, and I was just like, this is better for clearing waves than killing enemies.
Good Baron damage.
And Nidalee. Now that goes against everything we've said so far about Scott. They've got full hard engage, and then they've gone. Yeah, we want a little poke.
Yeah,
a little bit of poke.
It's kind of the best of both worlds. I mean, by locking in the Varus there, you can absolutely see they're very interested in their team fight. And there's the lock on the Nidalee. The Tendrils of Corruption, of course, from the Varus, good lock up. If you don't break that and scatter the team, which goes again with the Xin Zhao further just dispersing the team, there's going to be problems.
There is potential for easy Nidalee spears thanks to the Xin Zhao ult. Like, if you can land a Karthus. That's an interesting pick because you're against a Nidalee, and Nidalee doesn't counter anyone really in mid lane. She's got the best bet is auto attacking you. So if you can pick anything that's a little bit tankier, you actually walk all over it. Sustain, Ari, perfect. You can actually take things like Nasus mid lane against a Nidalee. She can't stop you.
No,
you can't gank a Nidalee and expect to kill it for Nasus. He just walks out there. He can get so much farm from it. He's got plenty of sustain.
You can easily reach those big. And there's the Ari lock.
Ari. So. This is interesting. We've got a high damage team on the right with a mix of Ari and Aatrox and Draven. They're all heavy tank. And then you've got Jarvan and Leona CC machines. But the interesting thing here is they've picked they picked the Ari assassin. She's be assassinating people. She's either going to be assassinating Nidalee or Varus, pretty much. The other two are way too tanky, and who's going to assassinate a Nami? But the interesting thing to see here is that they don't have hard engage per se. Like Nidalee stands so far away, and with a Nami and a Varus, they've got great disengage. Yeah, and they really need to be able to all get in there. And Draven's got no way of gap closing. So my only worry here is that people like Ari and Aatrox will dive deep and just get kited and CC. Look at that peel comp. Like this is going to go the other way around. We've got a Shen to protect. We've got a Xin Zhao to knock back. We've got poke from the Nidalee. We've got a Varus
poke and disengage.
Yeah, it changes it.
This will be a very interesting game to see because coming out of Fussy, you've got, as was said, really hard engage. The dive off of the Aatrox, the Jarvan EQ combo and Cataclysm. Ari with her engage on her ultimate. Leona, ultimate, absolutely, and the Lance coming out as well. And then Draven to follow up with a lot of damage it'll be good to see. And then how well can NFH play this? Because, of course, you've got the poke, the tidal wave disengage, the ultimate from Xin Zhao. This will be a very interesting game to see.
Yeah,
will it be
it all depends on execution, entirely on execution, these two teams. We've got heavy damage, want to get in your face and blow up your team member's team from Fussy Puckers, got it right. And from the other team, NFH, we've got kind of a let's sit back, let's poke, let's whittle you down, and then we can go for the hard engage if we want to. And if not, we're going to run to the other side of the map. That's the kind of plan there.
The only problem that could come out of it is that Varus. I mean, he's not particularly fast.
No.
He's got no inherent disengage on his abilities. He's got nothing he's got no arcane shift or
he's got no escape.
He's got nothing of the sort. But he does have a good team around him. I mean, the Xin Zhao knocked back.
In fact, in essence, the only thing he can rely on for keeping the people away from him is his Xin Zhao. No one else on their team has got a way of
actively displacing.
Yeah, he can't displace people on their team. But I like it. I like both teams.
Both teams. It looks to me. I like the look of both these teams. They both seem very strong. Personally, my preference in this would go to Fussy Puckers' team.
Yeah.
Because, frankly, Jarvan's ridiculously strong. His mana costs are something that I struggle with as a jungler, managing that correctly. But if played correctly, Of course, everyone knows his ganks are practically unparalleled. They are absolutely insane. The Cataclysm late game, as we see here, the Varus, no way of getting out of that Cataclysm.
Yeah, if he's in a Cataclysm and they can't Zinzel him out, he's going to die with that flash, basically. Look at the all-in. They've got so much AoE lockdown potential, and if anyone caught in that ult...
If you're caught, if this team from Fussy Puckers
I think
catches you...
In terms of team fights, NFH have got a more difficult job, because they've got to play it. They've got to play it safe. They've got to poke, and they've got to choose their fights more carefully. Whereas for Fussy Puckers, they are literally... They can pick any engage they want. They've got so much mobility.
They're just going to go, I want
the only issue is Draven and Leona catching up, because they just die so far fast.
Yeah. Well, the Leona, of course, with the pin down and the stun of her ultimate.
The ultimate so far, it should be okay.
Another thing that's quite interesting to see coming out is an Ignite on the Leona. Shows that...
Yeah, they really want...
Well, Hexy, man, I think they've been watching you, and I think they're ready for this. You've played with Cold Hands. You've seen it go, and I think he's seen you go as well, and he's trying to encourage this coming out of Eagle UK. It should be interesting to see. And so the 3-minute delay is over, and now we're moving over to the loading screen. Hopefully this one won't take
most important part of the game now, which is the skin war.
Absolutely.
Who wins in the skin war? Guys,
who's going to win this one? I mean, it shows how confident you are.
Yeah, really, yeah. If you bought a skin for your character, then you're better than normal.
Absolutely. So
what we're looking at here... We'll wait, boys. We'll look at skins.
We'll look at skins,
and then we'll bring transition. Everyone loves our faces, so.
It's a 3-for-2 in favour of Fussy Puckers here. So we've got the Headhunter Nidalee and
what we're looking at here
on NFH.
Yeah, it's 3-for-2. So, but we've got to look at quality of skins. Okay, Commander Jarvan, what do you think of it?
I don't rate it.
You don't rate it?
I don't like it.
Well then. Well, that's one less point for them.
It's -1. Oh, but they do have the comeback of Valkyrie Leona. It's and Soul Reaver Draven. See, these are two very strong teams. I like skins teams. These are two strong teams.
The skins are excellent teams.
Excellent. No, Valkyrie Leona. It's not one you often see. People like the Iron Solari, but I do like the Valkyrie Leona. It's got some very nice stats to it. And Soul Reaver Draven. Headhunter Nidalee
makes the Kappa look a little bit ratty, but cool spear effect.
School trap. One downside, and you might have to correct me on this. I'm pretty sure the Q, the Nidalee spear, doesn't make a sound. Is it quiet?
It's a quiet sound. It's not. Quiet sound. Yeah, it's not like a sound. It's more like a. It slides in. Is what it does.
And then Soul Reaver Draven, I love all Draven skins, both Draven skins. Gladiator Draven, fantastic, commemorating,
I like that.
all forms of gladiatorial excellence. And then Soul Reaver, he's blue. He turns bright blue away from his normal...
Extra points for being blue, so maybe that makes up for the Commander job.
I think that's it.
A draw. A draw. Okay, yeah, a draw.
Fair time.
They're going to have to prove themselves, really.
This should be good to see. Yeah. And then what's interesting to see, as we go into the game, is a teleport on Ari. That says... Not interested in killing my Nidalee.
Right, if you look at it, they've got Ignite on the support, Teleport on the AP mid. They want to make plays. They want to get those kills, both top and bot lane. Because Aatrox, if he snowballs, can get out of control. Same with Draven Leona, same with Ari. In fact, Jarvan as well. In fact, the whole team, if they snowball, they get reached off stages out of control, which isn't always the case with the other team. So no, you guys want that. Okay, so what we're looking at here, we've got a Doran shield coming out from Shen, that's pretty standard. Aatrox very auto-attack dependent, and he's got plenty of sustain on his own. He doesn't need as many potions as usual. That'll do well for him. Aatrox taking the rejuve bead. What do you think about that? Do you think he would be better off with a Doran's blade? Is he overestimating the Shen damage?
Frankly, I prefer, I love Aatrox. I think, which is a shame. I thought in development, seeing all the spoilers, he looks boring. Playing him completely different. I love him. I think he's fantastic to play. Playing him in top lane, I really enjoy starting with the Doran's blade. You have a very strong escape kit.
You've already got sustain off your W.
You've got sustain off your W. If you're going to be ganked by a Zinzao...
But maybe that's his worry, though. Maybe he's like, I don't want to fall behind early game. I need the ward. Let's go safe. It's a safe option, yeah.
Here we see an invade actually coming out of NFH, but it is warded. Aatrox took his ward and put it straight down into the curb by the race.
So they're going to get spotted out by that.
But they know there was contact. They know that Fussy Puckers saw them, so they put the ward in the brush behind race, and they're just walking away.
Yeah. So there's wards on either side of everyone's jungle right now.
I'm having a bit of an Aram start. That would be interesting.
Yeah, they're not going to go to this game. So saying that, NFH, Aram, they've got a much better than Aram team.
They have a fantastic Aram.
It's a point comment. Aram, brilliant.
It's brilliant. That could have been the plan.
So since I'm starting red and Jarvan's starting blue, any opinions on that?
Absolutely standard start from junglers. Absolutely standard start because of the Xin Zhao coming through, it doesn't matter, Xin Zhao or Jarvan, you get this pull off of your bot lane.
Yeah.
It's something like, you can say from practicing, I will whine like a little girl if I don't get my hard.
It's all about getting that hard pull. And then they're both going to go to blue or red. And then going to go. That's standard jungle at the moment.
Yeah. Bottom buff, no smite from your bot lane. You move to your top buff with the smite available that you've saved on that first buff. You do that really quickly. You're in top lane by the time that your top lane is both level 2. You're level 3 going in, so you have all of your abilities available. You're good to go. Which is one of the reasons actually why Lee Sin is still, I was going to say why he's become, but he was always a strong ganker. It's because he has 6 abilities when he does that first gank.
Yeah. Straight in there.
The gap close, the escape, the slow, the damage, everything. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So we've got an early push coming out here from the bot lane in Cole hands. They're very
it looks
aggressive.
like the ways about equal bot lane. So what we should watch is for the level 2 down here.
It's an interesting one to use.
So we've got a level 2 on their bot lane.
Top lane.
We're looking for an
We've got the fight coming out in top lane. Aatrox is going down. His blood well has been popped by the gank coming up from the Xin Zhao. First blood goes to Shen in the top lane. But the gank's not over yet. Jarvan tried to counter the gank.
It looks like it might be.
Flash blown. Straight away. Out you go.
That was a
very standard start. Xin Zhao got that first.
That 2v2 duel top is quite common now because of that top lane.
Absolutely. But the 2v2 was slightly weighted. Xin Zhao got that first. He has a faster clear than Jarvan. And he absolutely will just get there first. It's so crucial to get there first and then be ready. Sadly, the Aatrox, he decided to go down the river. Second gank. Beautiful charm coming out from Mari. Another flash blow. Flash spear ignite from Yomi Parrot to get the kill.
So that's NFH 2-0 so far. It's off to a good start. And this Xin Zhao is pretty mobile now.
Doing work. Excellent mobility.
It looks like they're pushing down mid, but Jarvan can mess that right now, right away.
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see what Xin does now, though, because he's got his 2 kills. Is he going to go, right, let's do a full clear, let's go bomb, or is he going to go, let's go for
At the moment they're pushing the mid tower.
That's true, but he's pushing. Oh, Jarvan low as well, he's going to have to go back after that, which is not good for Fussy Puckers, because they've got their jungler back. Xin Zhao's still roaming around, flashes are down
top again.
Yeah, and he's still got a ward. This is another gank down for him.
He's got the ward, but
he's fighting as well.
He has got flash. Flash is available for Falonov right now. He goes in, uses the Q, and there's the flash straight ahead. And be engaged, 3 talent strike for the attack speed, red buff damage, dead.
And I think this is starting to set the pace of the game right here.
Absolutely.
The Xin Zhao was 3 ganks before 5 minutes. And 3 successful ganks before 5 minutes.
3 ganks
so
that's missing.
And the last thing you want to do is have a comp like NFH get. Okay, they've got a poke comp. If they start doing big niddly spears and they've got a big tang line, team fight's gonna be rough for you. If they land a spear, then you've got to back off. Because if they're half one champions, you can't start fighting, especially with something like that.
So strong. I'm trying to remember who it was very recently. I think it was a European professional mid laner who was saying at the start of the LCS season, Nidalee and Kayle were very strong. And it's because Nidalee was able to just land the spear, and as soon as the spear went down, if it hit one of the squishy carries, like if it hits, for example in this one, if it hits your Ahri and it hits your Draven, and at half health them, that just leaves so much room to go in, take that objective that you're currently fighting over, and just generate further advantage.
If they do try and fight with a half carry, then the chance they're going to lose it and they're going to move more than turret. It's better to give up 1 turret than throw a team fight, give up 4 deaths and throw in half HP.
Oh, sorry. Oh, there's a bubble coming out straight in there from Munsell now. Nothing really coming from them because there's a counter engage coming out, but they don't know that he's back in. The exhaust coming down from Munsell Namco.
1 flash down from Leona.
Flash follow up.
Flash bubble lands, and that's another kill.
Another kill.
And to the carry as well. This is I don't know whether he's planning it. I don't know whether they're aiming for this, but so far all the lanes got the kills. Xin Zhao is sitting on. Oh no, he's got one of the kills. Okay, but that was the second.
He picked up the second kill on Aatrox in the top lane.
But so this is good. Look at the gold spread right now. There's no one on their team who's more fed.
Oh, a little bit of a trade coming out.
But yeah, there's no one on NFH team who's carrying all the gold, and that can be a bad thing, especially with a hard engaged team like this. Say Ahri, say Nidalee got all the kills. Yeah, say right now she was 4-0, she'd done some roaming, she got all the kills. Well, look at Fussy Puckers team. They can just dive on her and kill her, and the moment she's dead, that's all their gold gone. And that means the team fight's a lot more fair.
Yeah.
And that they could that could actually throw the game for them by not distributing gold properly. But so far it's going pretty well. Look at Farm as well. Farm, we should 40 to Aatrox's 18. He's getting pushed around that lane. He's not only has he died twice now, no passive, no flash. He's
Two
also
levels down.
2 levels down. Yeah, Shen 6. Now it's going to be really hard to get NFH members.
That's where that teleport in Mexai's Aria is going to be very important.
Yeah, to try and counter-gank those Shen points.
But again, the problem in that is that it's not a lane matchup for some of the stuff. When the Shen moves, if the Ahri has to follow, Nidalee's going to push that mid tower. She's going to get the objective. She's going to counter.
Especially as Zinzao's in the Ahri, they can two people all mid. It's gone. That's one turret down. And that's continues to snowball. Even if they get a kill following. Even if they do count that Shen ult. If you lose a turret from it, it's not worth it. So mid lane, farm's pretty much even. As to be expected, really. Like, Ahri can't make too many plays on Nidalee on the game because they're both stand behind the creep line. Like, Nidalee's got a good enough range so she can get any creeps that are too far away. And it's pretty even until 6. 6 is when it happens. If Ahri gets 96, she'll be an all-in Nidalee. Nidalee don't escape. Could be a kill. We'll see how it goes.
As we see it here, the Nidalee's level 7. Taunt missing there from the Shen. Just trying to get a bit of aggression in lane. But yeah, as it happens, due to that early gank and kill, Nidalee got level 6 first. Ahri couldn't quite get it to make the plays.
Nothing happened there, it just stayed normal.
A bit of a lull in play here as the junglers gather their buffs at the 7 and 8 minute mark. Of course, the very standard donation of the blue buffs to the AP mid laners. Ahri picking hers up on my side. I think the next time we're going to start to see some big stuff coming out is going to be around Dragon. As you saw, Namco there just dropping a pink ward, making sure there's enough control they can get, but they don't know that there is a pink, and well, they might know there's a pink in their tribe. They don't know about the ward on Dragon from Fussy Puckers.
Yeah. So an interesting thing here is both junglers are in the top right now. They're about to meet actually by rates.
Yeah, Zinzao going for a cheeky invade. I think he was
looking
at the gang.
It's already gone. Oh, yeah, it's already gone, yeah. And so they've seen each other. This will just be a
bit of a fight over the big wraith. Goes over to Razor.
Yeah, that's the game, wasn't it?
It's all in the wraith.
The wraith war's over.
It's one of those smug, satisfactory ones that you win that fight.
Or when someone comes in and puts all the cooldowns, you smite out and you can be like, yeah.
One of my favourite things to do
is just goal.
You ward. You know about this as much as anyone. You ward up their buff for 7 minutes. You wait for them to start doing it, and you just stand over the wall and smite it. Yeah. It's satisfying, and they're like, "Where's my buff?"
And when it happens to you, you're standing there and your character just doesn't move anymore. You go, "Oh no, I've lost my buff." It's terrible. Absolutely. But yeah, so the both junglers they're still in red jungle actually, still in Fussy Puckers red jungle. So there's about to be another encounter now, but Aatrox is nearby, closer than Shen has ult. So the chance we'll see Zinzao back up. If we do see a fight,
it's going to be interesting.
See, he might get the engager.
He's going to go for it. He can see it. And he's in straight away with the engage into the 3 talent strike. The knockups there, ultimate down for damage. The red buff doing work, and it kills him before he can even banner over. Absolute fantastic damage. This is good for me to see. I stopped playing Zinzao after his nerfs. The nerf to his E was quite a substantial one. Stop him being so sticky. It's good to know he's still extremely strong.
Playing it, it's nice. He's working it. An interesting thing here was
Electric Razor still doing damage. Valinov missing the E. 3 talent strikes out of his Q escape, and he pops the ultimate in an attempt to get some lifesteal. Bloodweller's still up, flashes away, Taunt misses. The engage is still there, and he execute by Electric Razor.
The 3 talent strike. That made that play then, really. It's not the knock. It's not the jump away by Aatrox, and it got the kill. And his passive is down again now.
So the lane is.
He's going to come back around again, and especially since out constantly driving the jungle. I'm not feeling it for Aatrox right now. He's throwing out. They need what they need is they need wards. They need that. Wards. Zinzao's wandering in and out through the wraith area. Really, and they need that ward.
Oh, there he is again, straight away, popping to the ultimate of Ahri for that mobility as an escape. Goes sideways and sideways again, using it just to escape and then use it to farm. That's a big cooldown, blown again, excellent. Also, an interesting thing to point out, I didn't check the items at the start of the game, which I should have done on the junglers, because taking a Jones blade start.
No, he didn't.
Did they both start with machete? Well, then there's an interesting thing again, here's a double door in the start. Like, he's picked up his one.
It's interesting.
Spirit Stone interesting.
He's going for the tank, but he finished the Spirit Stone and then he was like, no, double doors. So he which is weird because he wasn't clearing the jungle. He was just ganking. He's barely cleared the jungle the whole game.
He's clearing well enough.
Now he is. Now Jab's died a lot. They're about equal now. But at the start, Jab was head by like 10 CS. But Zinzao had got four or so kills for his team. And our bot lane.
Interesting, the back has gone out, and UK having the ward on it, catches Cheap Noodles, hits the flash play. The Shen Stand United is coming out, but Jarvan is here. The ultimate's down from Draven. Excellent Cataclysm by Ace and Spade to secure the kill. And the disengage is out.
There we go. Another kill. Oh, the first kill actually. First kill, yeah. That was nice. An interesting thing there is Cold Hands flashed. He flashed in. He wanted that kill. So there was no sense of, I'll catch it. They're feeling it. They're feeling the disadvantage right now, and they're thinking, let's flash him, let's get killed, let's make plays, let's go dragon. They wanted it. But it's
big chunk coming out. Here's the engage now, straight onto Cold Hands. No peel from the team after the dragon attempt there. The follow-up was not there. This catch.
They don't want it. It's interesting because I would have thought they could have caught it there. I felt they could have killed him. They had the charm. The other team was doing dragon. So, oh well.
There's a dragon over it.
Dragon to NFH. So this is really turning sour for Fussy Puckers. They're losing their early game advantage despite having the high damage. It's Zinzao. It's just roam. He's done kills. It's great.
It's absolutely there. There was sadly there was no blind dragon steal coming out today. It wasn't quite an Agor level.
I'll accept that as well. I'll have that as my title. I'll have that as my reason everyone knows me.
At some point, for those of you, while we have got a lull in it, if you're interested, watch his stream and watch the playbacks because there was an excellent game of him playing jungle the other week where he got Baron stolen from him when there was no contact.
I don't think we need to go over it.
By Thresh's death sentence.
Yeah,
straight away.
That's like 100 damage. That's hard to outsmite. Like you gotta be real here.
I'm sorry, say vicious, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, going back to this. Back to what we were saying, but that's it's close to 1,000 gold. It's 950 gold that's dropped by the Zinzao. He's clearly just trying to keep his early game tracks going with those.
We can look at gold on each of the team. So the advantage is like. So Shen, he's got ridiculous. He's got 30% more.
1,300 gold.
That's like a giant. That's a giant spell. That's a giant spell. That's significant in 13 minutes. And then in the jungle, Zinzao obviously more gold again, more than difference, which is a big difference. This is 4 kills. 4 kills, 3 assists to 1 kill, 1 death.
And now he's even overtaken his opposer, his enemy.
In farm, yeah. Zinzao's really doing work this game. And then we've got the Nidalee and Ari. Nidalee's now out farming Ari. Ari's died once. Nidalee's taken that advantage. She's got cat form now. Farming's a lot easier. She can play waves really fast. She doesn't really have to worry. If Ari's around the corner, she can back off easily. She's got cat form. She can be a bit more aggressive.
Ooh, here's a flash play coming out from Eagle UK. Straight onto Cheap Noodles, using everything in with the flash. But the Tendrils of Corruption, Tidal Wave, and Aqua Prism allow Cheap Noodles to escape safely. Yeah. His flash was already on cooldown. But there's the re-engage, catches them onto Namco. If Cold Hands can get the extra attack. At the same time, in top lane, it's all going down. There's the engage and the Tower Dave coming out onto Falinov. Birdwell is down, but it looks like got a lot of damage there. He's got a Tiamat.
He did do a lot of damage, yeah. That was nice. But Razor flashes out. No death there.
Excellent save.
Yeah, Zinzao with this boost move open. He's keeping this roaming aspect going on. He's not said, let's get some tension. He's like, we're ahead. Boost mobility, let's engage. Let's pressure. Keep the game in our favour. Ooh.
Cold Hands caught.
So
nothing's following. Let's look a little bit more at these item builds. So you can see the tower going down. The top lane blue side tower was taken down by Falinov on that Aatrox when
Channel went down.
Channel went down.
And he just went, okay, I'll push. I'll take this turret and we'll make something out of this. Okay. And
they actually
made more out of it actually, because they also got a kill down bot despite Channel. So they wasted Channel, got a kill, and a turret. It's the kind of play they need to make to get back in this game. But if you look at mid-turret's low now as well. So even if Ari even considers using that teleport...
I don't think she's used it yet.
She hasn't used it yet, no. But even if she considers using it now, it's going to be... They're going to lose that mid-turret.
It's going to go down.
It's starting to feel like a little waste of summoner. Maybe it wasn't Mek'Sai's decision. Normally if you got teleport, you make plays with it or more. I don't know, like there's been no counter ganks.
Could be really uncomfortable with the teleport. It could be just something new that they're trying as a team, and it's just not quite come to fruition.
Considering the amount of kills on NFH team as well.
And here's a roam straight in from Yummy Carrot, walking down, landing a spear onto Cold Hands, but the disengage was there from the standard side. Eagle UK blowing that ultimate on Leona to stun Electric Razor, and they're walking out of this one. Cooldowns used, damage taken, Electric Razor now free to push this lane up to the tower.
And Draven's backing, which I'm not sure is a good idea, as the bot lane's back now. Oh, he stopped. It's okay. They would have taken that to
using his ultimate to clear the waves as well. Frozen Wiz now finished his Sunfire Cape, which is excellent against Aatrox.
And Zinzao has finished his
here's an engage coming up from Frozen Wii, landing the taunt and following up onto Falinov, but Falinov will walk away from this, taking a good chunk of health. That's a Shen. Shen with a Sunfire Cape is half health in Aatrox.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the time to get the attacks off, to get that innate sustain in from his abilities, because of just the pressure following from the Xin Zhao early ganks, just to go on through. Here's an engage coming out from Eagle UK, landing the lance onto Cheap Noodles, but Cheap Noodles will just say, I'm an AD carry. You can hit me, I'm going to hit harder. You're only a support.
No one's following for you.
Javen's back. His tentacles and corruption following the tower going down, followed up by his tidal wave. Eagle UK tries to land to get the counter engage, but he walks out of it. Cheap Noodles gets the Aqua Prism on for the Nami passive for the speed up, and in comes Electric Razor on the Xin Zhao for the damage. Cheap Noodles going low from Cold Hands, but the Shen Stand United is coming out. NFH, the only carrot comes in with a spear to clean up.
So 5 bottom now. And so, importantly there,
there's a very strong call from
Cold Hands saying GG.
It's 6k gold at 17 minutes and a 10-1 advantage. There's a dragon, equal on towers, not equal on towers, tower advantage to NFH.
So, interesting there was that the Varus dodged the Leona E. There was potential for more death there. If you got that CC, Draven could have seen the kill. I know they showed out and it was safe in the end, but had they got the extra light procs, had Draven been able to move closer, they could have got a kill back out of that. But Varus stepped off, he saw it coming, and it worked out for him.
That's the first time. Wow. Here's another engage coming out from Eagle UK. The ultimate misses on Leona. Shen goes deep to secure the kill on Ace and Spade, and now he's in a little bit too deep. There's a tower underneath there. The whole team's jumping in. Ari's jumping in, but he's so tanky. Takes a lot of damage to actually bring him down overall. The trade comes out as a 1-for-1 following a tower day, but it's not over. Cold Hands is on. Electric Razor re-engages following the Aqua Prism. Godlike Xin Zhao coming out. Following the shutdown using the E of Aatrox, caught out and damaged again down by Cheap Noodles. Wow, I'm out of breath. That was a fantastic fight. The Aqua Prism from Namkun, he just landed it and made the play straight in. The team couldn't do anything. They could not save Great Carry. Cold Hands was deep. And there's a flash play coming out from Eagle UK. The lance goes across, lands onto Yomi Carrot. Max Eye's there, but Max Eye doesn't have an ultimate to help. The exhaust came down and Leona blew up. Damage now coming out. They're onto Cheap Noodles. They decide that Cheap Noodles, they can't make a decision. Max Eye goes flash play to make sure that that she dodges the spear and doesn't die. But then again, they turn it around, pick up overall 5 kills, but it was a 5-4. Yeah. Was it worth it for an inhibitor?
Dragon came up during the last fight.
Dragon's up now.
So
well, we'll see what happens.
They've got 3 members in it. There's only Shens and that to contest. We'll see how it goes. Ari's playing bottom actually. So Jarvan's going for it. So
he has a team, and so now this is interesting.
I don't like that Ari split off from the team.
I don't like the Ari split.
Because they backed up it, yeah. They saw the enemy team coming in and they're giving it.
They can't contest that. They can't hold up against the insane strength of Electric Razor and Frozen Wii right now.
Also, I want to point out, in the last fight, did you see the Jarvan health? Nidalee landed spear, followed up by a fully charged Varus, and he was definitely. And he still had to go in, but he went in and he died. No surprise there. They had to back up, they had to get the turret, and instead they didn't. They lost the turret and they lost lives.
I do have to say, I'm very shocked at Ace and Spades build path here.
The
Tiamat.
I think if you're looking at his team, everyone's squishy now. They have no front line.
They have no time.
Aatrox is on the farm.
Hydra?
Yeah, Aatrox is on the farm. He doesn't have a life steal to keep him in a team fight. And now Jarvan has built an attack at him. He hasn't even finished his Spray the Ancient Goblin. So he's got no tankiness. And he is, look at him.
And he's maxing his standard first and his Q second. I mean, no tankiness there. The team will melt. No wonder the RS Spears are doing so much damage.
If he was going to build that, he should have at least considered maxing W second.
And now there are 3 people in mid pushing on against a 2-man defense. This tower's going to drop. Yeah. Razor's like, hold on guys, there's a red buff here. This is a lot of damage. I want this.
I need this red buff, guys. It's important to our win.
They get the mid
answer.
Aatrox is split push.
I think they're going to say, split push all you want. If you want to split push, we're going to keep taking your turrets. We're so far ahead.
An exposed, there's an engage coming out. Straight in with the Leona. Camera's not quite moving. Frozen Wii going very low, but so is Max. I used the ult to disengage. Finally picks up the kill on the Chen, who's a little bit deep between 2 towers. The Xin Zhao is in again. Gets the kill onto Cold Hands. Dashing around under that tower. Max gets it, not before he executes him for a double kill. And Ace of Spade is out of position here. Fallon off pushing well, but that was a 4v5. They picked up 2 kills in the 4v5 due to the double tower dive. Yeah. Cheap Noodles has caught Ace and Spades. Ace and Spades is down. Nothing to do about that. 4-3.
This is the second time we've seen him not be responsive to run to forward. Before, in the top jungle, he EQ'd really late. I think he's looking at the shop. maybe he's doing that. Maybe he's going, I'm back and no one's going to catch me, start shopping. And it killed him before. He didn't EQ in time enough. He didn't get away. And it might have killed him then. We'll see.
Disengage going on. He runs into the bubble coming in. Yummy Carrot's very big right now. The damage is coming out. Leona tries to save him. The spear misses off of the auto attacks. Flash auto attack from Namco. He's going to be punished for that now. Or is he? Here's the Stand United coming out. Ari backs away. The Stand United saved him absolutely there. Just the fear of this monster of a Shen coming out. I mean, look at his items. Sunfire, Cape Spirit Visage. You're not going to kill him in a hurry.
And Jarvan is still going with that on the target. He's picked one long time.
He has finished the Ancient Golem.
He finished the Ancient Golem, but I think it's too late.
22
He needed that time to
minutes,
get in. He needs to be out of the zone now. That carries off, and then he didn't in the end.
He goes in on to Cheap Noodles. He's going to be blown up right here. It doesn't matter. Baron is still doing damage. Ignite is ticking. He's not going to get the kill. The barrier saves it. Falnoff goes down. In comes Ace and Spade to secure the kill. Oh, Eagle UK going over. Maxide following up. The Baron is still doing tons of damage here. Straight away in, following up. No charms have landed yet. Frozen Wheat is so tanky. Dashes away, and Ace and Spade and Eagle UK are going to try and pick up this Baron. But there is still the Nidalee. Yummy Carrots on the edge. They can't make the decision.
They can't
make the right up.
Here's
a chunk. Charm to try and stall out the Nidalee. Here's a tidal wave coming across. It's not good. Another spear.
Oh, it's a spear. I thought it was the Namiel.
I was like, a lot of damage right there.
Did they buff that? That was nice play. Though, despite them slightly throwing on Baron, it was a silly Baron call, but they brought it back. Nearly saved the day by being so.
Aqua Prism lands, followed up by the Taunt of the Road by Frozen Wheat. They're straight onto Max side. The damage coming out of this Shen is ridiculous right now. Stand aside can do what it can, but she's going down.
And this looks like it's going to be an enemy. We've got Varus coming back down mid lane. Yeah.
Well, that inhibitor's already dead. They're going to go for the bottom one they opened up earlier. This isn't looking too strong. They can't fight either. There's no way. Nidalee going to be fucking spears them all the time. They've got to kill him mid. Like, the Shen is too tanky right now. This is going to be... I would love right now to see Fussy Puckers come back in. There's an engage coming out. Jarvan goes deep, but Shen is still in the backline attacking Cold Hands. A glorious Aqua Prism coming out from Unsung Namkun, but she's still 1v1ing an AD carry. The exhaust goes down and then time to save her. Ace Spades comes back. Namkun is sat in the middle of it doing work. She just... Am I a jungler? Am I a tank?
The whole that team fight, she was around the back dueling for Draven.
She was trying her hardest, and she was like, come on, we're really fed, let's go.
I'm going to walk to the back of your team, Aqua Prism already carrying.
An engage coming out again from the Leona straight in. Onto Cheap Noodles. Cheap Noodles explodes. Electric Race coming in, but there's a double tower dive coming out from the Shannon that's out. Oh, Frozen Wheat going low. NFH are a little bit all over the shop here. They're throwing their advantage straight out the window. Cold Hands is going to pick up a kill here, block the passive. Nidalee still gets the inhibitor off of the split push, but what's happening? This is so insane. The damage is coming out again from Cold Hands onto Electric Razor. Nice little juke over the wave, but in comes again. Jarvan has arrived. The damage helps that. I guess the Tiamat and Vampiric Scepter have helped. But then
he's now building boots, I guess. Boots.
Ninja Tabby.
Dodge boots? Yeah, that's what's coming out there. He's already got to nothing from his Agent Golem. He might as well build dodge boots. But at the same time...
He's kind of, at the last minute, realising, we don't have a tank.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
You go, oh, maybe I do need to actually time for hits.
And then a Randuin starting to be built here by Falnoff. It's,
so
he's got the pressure on top.
As well. Maybe their game plan was... Maybe they were always going to build bits of offense early game to try and snowball, and then go tanky. As an attempt to,
just to hold it out.
Yeah.
But, let's see how it all goes. It's going to follow up.
But potentially, if they get tanky enough, there is a chance to come back in this game. You've just seen them, NFH.
They're trying to tomorrow. They're trying to tomorrow.
Yeah,
they're really
they were for a risky Baron, and then they split up around their paper.
And obviously there was strong synergy with Razor and Frozen Wheat. They were like, come on, we're going to go into the back lanes. I don't care about these towers, we're tanky enough. But
then they got cut off.
But then there was no follow-up. I mean, they deal damage, but not enough for 5 people.
No Baron too squishy without them, basically. And they needed to be out of 5 and push coherently, and they did. And they got punished for it.
This Baron seems quite safe. I mean, Cold Hand's just back. They saw him in bot lane. 2 in-heads are down. Super minions are going to start pushing the base. It's going to be interesting. The ultimate comes across from Draven. Cheap Noodles goes
low, but
this is very slow. Strong heals coming up from Namkun. Poke coming down. I think we might see... Oh, the spear on Max Eye is very strong. The flash play comes out straight into the middle of the Baron pit. Who's going to pick it up? The blue team still manages to pick it up. Excellent smite there from Razor. Kills up the Jarvan. Finishes off Falnoff with the Bloodwell going down as well. Tendrils of Corruption goes down, lands straight onto Cold Hands. Blows up Eagle UK. Mexai's been trapped on low health and goes down to the Fed Nidley. Those traps just wreck. Flash play. Flashed away.
She has max in second, yeah. Instead of heal, max drop second. So the next
Recognises the field advantage that they have.
There's the surrender.
There's the surrender. GG, well played. Game one, going to NFH. That was a bit of a desperation play there, I think, from Fussy Puckers.
One thing I did notice, they burnt all the wards very early on in that Baron. They were all placing wards. They were trying to like overwhelm them with wards. And NFH, alright, we'll slow down our Baron, we'll clear all your wards, we run out of wards, and they engaged early. They didn't get the Baron's deal. They thought when Baron was there against a stronger team who was grouped up. And
then they were outsmote as well by Razor. Razor he'll have left clicked on that Baron, been the whole time like, I think I'm doing 850 damage here. No questions asked. And the GG well played goes across.
Let's have a look at some graphs then. Damage dealt. Niddly. Doing a lot of damage there.
The 8 mid-lanes.
Surprisingly, Ari did the same amount. So maybe she would land as many spears as we thought, but she was landing crucial spears.
Or maybe the Ari was just doing like she did have a DFG at the end. And Athenes. She finished the Athenes on Holy Grail, which is an interesting one to see.
Okay, and then we also look at the gold end.
Huge amounts.
Small gold, yeah.
Straight down onto the.
Interestingly, though, Draven and Varus are very close. So Draven was actually doing well by the end. He was starting to pull it back.
You got to remember his passive. His passive has changed away from the bleeds.
And right now and in fact, they changed that last patch as well. They changed it so he now
consumes all his stacks.
All his stacks, yeah, and he gets more gold from that, I think overall.
I'm not sure. I don't play Draven.
Anyway,
when they removed his bleed passive,
it means the end of his thing. He no longer has to worry about having one kill stolen because he'll lose all his stacks. It's not relevant. Yeah, it doesn't. So he does get that extra gold, but the kills at the end weren't too good. So we're going to try and get everyone back into the lobby now, and we'll try and get straight into the next game.
Interesting thing is,
we just got a message from NFH saying they can't play that one.
No,
they've all got to go, which isn't as planned.
It's not as planned at all.
I don't know what to do.
We'll try and fill a few things out whilst
I'll talk.
We top up. We've got to apologise, by the way, for the lone guy who just followed us right behind the camera on stream. We're, in fact, in a student house, so another one had to come in. But yeah, well, while we're trying to sort this all out, recap of the game. Well, it was a very strong game played by both sides. They did their best, but of course, NFH followed through with everything they got. They, of course, had that very effective Zinzao getting his ganks in. 4 ganks, 4 kills before 5 minutes in the game. Finishing in for a 103, and of course that allowed the snowball to finish up. Carry the game through, Aatrox useless, AD carry couldn't put it out. The teleport from Ari, I didn't think I saw it used once.
No, I don't think
strong play from NFH, allowing for
Oasis.
absolutely.
Really, so maybe it wasn't practicing, but not practicing.
Wasn't
not actually using it to justify it.
No.
So I guess we're going to give it MVP, which is obviously Zinzao.
It's got to be Electric Razor, absolutely.
He made all the plays.
He made the plays, he sorted it out. I mean, it was, of course, strong follow-up. Namkun is very close. His flash bubbles and his bubbles in general.
That's true. It was nice setting up. And he did land some good ults.
And I have to say, I'm kind of
like
his ballsy one.
I like that ballsy play.
It's like, look, there are 5 of them out there. I'm going to exhaust cold hands. I do tons of auto attack damage with this.
So really, I think we got early game Zinzao MVP, late game Nami really. Yeah.
And then for style as well.
So yeah, especially for style, that was excellent.
Style points on the flash.
Really impressed.
It was it was very impressive.
Well, I guess we haven't got another game.
No more games, sadly. It's just a best of 1 for tonight. But well, that's a little taste of what Perry's got planned with the whole league system he's trying to do.
Well, I guess next week though we'll have maybe we'll have the remaining 2 games. Hopefully, potentially,
or maybe
see what the teams say.
Well,
and we'll have 2 different teams again.
Yeah.
More weekend scrims.
Well, more weekend scrims.
Yeah.
More weekend scrims. And more League of Legends.
Just to point out as well, if you are interested in either forming a team, joining a team, there's a document on the This Is Our League of Legends page for that. Just add your name in, add your role. A few things about you, like say, I love playing Italy. So people will be like, oh, he's what we're looking for. We love Italy players.
We love Italy players.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Always good to say. And even if you're not actually a resident in Northern Ireland or Ireland,
you can still join.
Yeah, I live in Belfast. I live in Sheffield.
It's not.
And it's a big encompassing community thing that you got to have going on. Bringing as many people as possible. I think we've got a guy from Sweden starting to play with one of the teams some point soon. So even if you're not actually part of the community, you're looking at streams on Twitch and you're like, what are these guys? These guys look hella attractive. Let's watch their stream for a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
And you're curious to see what's going on. Check it out. They've got a new website coming up supporting Gaelic gaming. The detail will be in the description. You're already on the stream. Follow up for the next few weeks.
Yeah, and the same with signing up your team as well. There's another document for that. So the document for signing up your teams, and we can get you involved as soon as maybe next week, the week after.
Pretty soon. Right, so thanks very much. We're going to be signing off now. I've been Hafgezz.
I've been Agor.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.